Hi, I'm Danica Tormohlen with Informa Connect reporting live at IMEX 2024 in Las Vegas, and I'm in the Visit Orlando booth. And I'm joined today by Cassandra Matej, right?
It's like latte, but with an M.
Mate. Oh, that's easy. Thank you for that. And all of the rest of the industry.
I
Well,
know.
no. So that's super helpful. We're so excited to join you today. I know you've got some news to share. What are you excited about?
Orlando is the number one meetings and convention destination in the U.S. We're very proud that the event let us know that we are their top destination and for the ninth year in a row. And so there's always things that are new with our destination. And that's why our partnership is so important, be able to tell people, because if they haven't been to Orlando, even just in a couple of years, there's new things coming. One of our biggest announcements that we'll have schematics and more details in 25 is about the Orange County Convention Center expansion. They'll be in two phases, but the first phase, we're very excited that we're going to add 16 more thousand square feet of meeting space and 80,000 square foot ballroom. And we're going to have a major entrance and concourse, if you will, for the north and south buildings. So that is huge. We're thinking that that'll be done by 2028. So we're very excited about that. But there's always new hotels. Our theme park partners are also adding new product. And why that's important in the meetings and conventions is because those are off-site venues. So Disney announced that they're going to be investing over $17 billion in our community over the next 10 years. Of course, in 2025, Universal will be opening up its major third theme park, which is Epic Universe. And we're literally on the front doorsteps or the back doorsteps, depending what building you're at, of the convention center. These are all just new venues for the meetings and conventions to think about how they can add a wow factor to their events.
That's great. There is a lot of development going on in Orlando, and I haven't been for a couple of years. So that's why I am also glad to return to be able to see
Yeah.
all the new things that you have
To
coming.
that point, one of the things that we know is that if we get the meeting professional to come to Orlando and do a site inspection to really touch and feel the destination, they typically will select us. Even on iDrive, where the convention center is located, there's an entire entertainment district. You've got Icon Park, but we just announced that live at the Point Orlando, which will have 4 new unique venues, which is walking distance from the convention center, is going to be yet another opportunity for meeting professionals to do events at.
Is that where the Capitol Grill
It is. Yeah, right there at Capitol Grill. It's a short walking distance from some of our key hotels in the convention center. But now we're going to have a cowboy bar. There's a sports bar. There's a English, what is it called? What's it called? The Houseman Pub, if you will. And so there's going to be a variety of options for people to choose from.
that's walking distance
Yeah.
to the convention
Mhm.
center, which makes it really convenient for
Yeah.
exhibitors and attendees
Yeah.
to use while they're there. Congratulations on the CVET designation as number one meetings destination again this year. So
Thank you.
that's incredible. So let's talk about the economic impact of the meetings industry on
Yeah.
Visit Orlando.
There's no secret. Orlando is the travel and tourism industry is the number one industry of Central Florida. So very important. And a big sector is the meetings and conventions. And so we're very proud that the convention center underwent a study and the citywide conventions mean big business for our community, right? That facility alone drives nearly $4 billion of economic impact to our community each and every year. So when you start thinking about the domino effect of what that means, and especially with the in-house business, and we've got a lot of large convention hotels, that's billions of dollars that have brought to our community and for our communities. So we're very proud of that.
Did it go up? How are you trending in terms of economic impact and meetings and events right now? If you look at last year compared to this year,
Yeah. So we look at a couple of things. Attendance of conferences and trade shows are very important to all of us. It's important to the show organizer. It's important to us. And the reality is we're seeing a growth. In fact, year over year, we're seeing, I think it's like 11% growth in attendance. but we're at a 34% growth from 2019. So all to say is our meetings sector is back full force, pre-pandemic numbers. And in fact, we're making record numbers. So we're excited. And that means that when people choose Orlando, they're going to have success for their own industry.
That's exciting that you're up and that you do track that. That's good to know. What's one challenge? What's challenging for you right now? Anything in the meeting and event space?
I think it is right now, there's a couple of trends. One, we're all trying to figure out how AI is going to impact our industry. And so we want to be a thought leader and really partner and work with our customers. We also know, even if it is a convention of 30,000, more and more the attendee is expecting an individual personalized experience. And so that's a challenge for us too, right? Because we want people to come and have an amazing, unbelievably real experience in Central Florida. And I think that is an opportunity and a challenge all in one. But again, I think it goes back to the days where customers were customers versus now. I think with organizations like Visit Orlando, we've got to be partners and we've got to understand what our show organizers, their goals are so we can align and help personalize those experiences.
So how do you do that? Do you have any examples of ways that a trade show or an event has worked with Visit Orlando to help personalize the experience for individual attendees or groups of attendees? Because I'm sure there's ways that you do.
And there is, like, when you think about, especially if it's a show that has a lot of ICWs in conjunction with work events, and really understanding what that exhibitor is trying to do, we want to make sure that they have that personalized experience and that their vision is really shown. And so we'll work with their exhibitors on the perfect event, the perfect venue for them to showcase their business as well as showcasing the destination. The other is through social media, right? Serving up messages and understanding the demographics of a show. We're not going to work with a show organizer where if there's no families, we can serve up how to do Orlando as an adult in some of our ecotourism and some of the things, not only at the parks, but even beyond the parks messaging. I will tell you, all conventions, right? We're all foodies. We think we are all foodies. And the fact that we're now a Michelin guide destination is very important. And so knowing the demographics of the group, then we can tailor messaging to that group, whether it is because part of our services, we'll do a microsite. We'll also do social media and push, as well as we'll do personalized video that is tailored to the group, but also tailored to the different segments of the attendees.
That's wonderful. Are shows and events taking advantage of that? Do you feel like connecting you with their exhibitors to help give them that? Is there a message for a show organizer to help drive that up, I guess?
I think we're on the cuts and we're almost in the infant stage. And I think that there's only room to grow in this area. It goes back to, because I know each year the show organizer has an event, but if we can get ahead of it, like 2 to 3 years in advance and really work together on developing what the right key marketing messages are, because we're going to be the expert of the destination and the show organizer is going to be the expert of their event. And so let's actually strategize. We are more and more trying to get our marketing team with their marketing team and really strategize in order to do it. But I think the message is there's an opportunity for our industry to do it even better.
I don't know about you. On the B2B side, it's just becoming more B2C, right? You're still a consumer, like you're still a foodie, right? So you want to know the best restaurants in the destination. And I think people, the old school way of holding a trade show was you have them the whole day from 8 to 5, and then you don't think about people. That's not how we will work an event anymore. They want to go where they want to go eat. They want to check out other things in the city and they want to know what their options are.
Well, on the consumer marketing side, and you just said it is serving up that B2C, what our research is showing is people do want experiential. And that's a really big part of this. And for example, some of the things that we're also working with is almost the gift of art and activating, just like here on the trade show for today. that people are trying to provide experiences because that's memorable. Is maybe we'll serve up art performances in the lobby of the convention center or really help identify what type of creative talent is within our destination that when people leave, they're like, man, Orlando has an amazing entertainment offering and they may come back for other reasons.
And it's just tapping you and all of your resources as a partner, like you said.
I will tell you, and there are still some companies, association that really don't understand what a destination marketing management organization can offer. And you're exactly right. Because at the end of the day, we're a large destination, right? A lot of products, a lot of districts, a lot of different variety. And we're the expert of that. And we can help guide as well as if there's certain industry sectors, there's resources within our own community that you may get some of your speakers from our neighborhood. And so I think that's another reason to tap into organizations like Visit Orlando.
Just use the resource that's available
Yeah,
to them because you're here to partner with the event organizer,
that's right.
any size,
That's right.
small, medium,
That's
large.
exactly right.
Okay, is there anything else that we should touch on from what you have coming up? You mentioned the Michelin Guide
Yeah.
restaurant, so that's exciting. Really exciting. What's a best kept secret in Orlando?
Best kept secret, that's a hard one because obviously we lean in on what people know, but I do think there are so many variety of attractions and beyond the major theme parks, which they're great partners and they have a lot of offering, but there's so many ways, whether it's ecotourism, whether it's to really bring in some of the uniqueness. We've got a lot of outdoor venues, of course, with indoor backup. We got a lot of square footage that I think really where I have seen being here almost 4 years, it's our food scene. People think of the Orlando of the 80s sometimes. In our food scene, as I mentioned, Michelin Guide destination, but the variety, we have over 6,000 restaurants in many international cuisines. I mean, you can get it all there from locals to well known chains. It's definitely a mix. I mean, that's a good question. The people are hospitable, they love what they do. Our industry is a mecca. So I think people have come to expect that we're a trusted destination to deliver. But I guess the big surprise is again about just how major our food scene has gotten.
What's your favorite restaurant right now?
Oh my gosh, that's tough. I like some of my neighborhood spots. It's not far from the convention district. All of them are great. But there's a local restaurant that's been there forever. It's called Chatham's. And it's great for board of directors. And if a group's coming in, it's great for someone to entertain customers. And it's just truly a local and it's very close to the convention district.
Yeah, I'm going to try that
You
when I
should.
come to.
You should.
Thank you so much for your time today, Cassandra. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.